our Father, don't continue to pray until the Father says, yes, here I am. And they say, I know a man who spent one time that it was recorded, he spent nearly 15 minutes. 15 minutes just saying, Father. How do I know this? Apart from my own personal experience. Because if I don't tell you what I know from the Bible, you may say, oh, that is okay for Brother Paul. But it's not for you. It's not talking to the rest of you. Or it's only talking to people like himself. So I want to substantiate what I'm saying from the Word. The way and the Lord didn't start speaking to Samuel. What did I say? The boy was sleeping. If you've heard me in the last, was it yesterday I was speaking somewhere and I was speaking about God's preference, the devil also using the same channel, your mind using the same channel. So if God's third way to speak is through dreams, he would not have needed to wake up Samuel. Samuel was already in an environment where God will just speak to him, appear to him, and that will be it. But God wanted Samuel to respond intelligently, to know what he was doing. So he was calling Samuel. He called Samuel once, and Samuel woke up because he heard a voice that was audible. But the volume. Second time, Samuel. He went back to Eli. He says, I did not call you. Go back to sleep. The third time, Samuel. The boy went back to Eli, and Eli says, no. Is what? Huh? Your servant is what? Listening. God only speaks if he knows you are calling his name, and keep calling his name, and keep calling his name. Modern preachers, they want to make God like a computer program or a mathematical equation. That if you do this, God will jump to attention. If you do that, God will jump to attention. If you sow a seed somewhere, God is bound to bless you. If you come to a particular camp meeting, God will only meet you there. God is not like that. God is a person. And Father, when I said Father to my backbone, they were so close. But God didn't speak. And I can't say, what have I done wrong? Is it the devil who is getting in the way between me and God? No. God was, in his own wisdom, enjoying my company more than my conversation. But I didn't have that feeling. I didn't know what was going on. He was just silent. I knew I was in his presence, but when they're being chased, so they have to say, hurry, 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 hurry. My problem can't wait. Like there's a church in London where they speak Yoruba throughout. And many people flock there because they are told that if you are a son or a daughter of Odudua, in other words, proper Yoruba, your problems don't understand English, yo. So if you go to a church where they speak English and they're commanding demons, they don't understand English, yo. They only understand Yoruba. And that's how they get these people to come to those kind of churches where they only prioritize problems. There are some people who call me maybe once or twice a year to greet me. And I have a name for them. Even though I know their individual names, but I have a nickname for them. I call them, oh, Aboduni. They only call me around Christmas. We shouldn't approach God only because we need help more than most of you. But that does not mean you can rush God. It just means living in Lagos is the most difficult place to get close to God. If you don't work hard, you'll become very active but very shallow. You can see that in the pew, how you're going to make the heart of God glad. The place will be empty. So when you want to be a minister and do anything in the church, you need to be able to know God and be able to walk with him more than you need to be able to work for him. Very, very important. Second point I want to make on that issue is, if I say, Father, how do I hear me? This is very, very important. I will share with you what I know. Then it is up to senses. Sense of touch and taste and smell and sight and hearing and all the rest. 5. So we know how to receive communication through our physical body. The soul is that part of us by which we are self-conscious. It's how we know if we're falling in love with somebody. It's through the soul we know when we are being hurt by somebody. It's the seat of our emotion.